Okay. Okay.
Is it recording? Oh, it is recording. Oh, how
Hello.
fun. Hello.
First time drafting together.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
How about that? How about that?
In my mind, I thought we were gonna have like a whiteboard with like everybody's pictures. Like we should do that one time. For season 10, we should do that.
Okay.
Okay. This is the season 9
draft.
And then so currently the standing is Scott has 5 wins and I have 3 wins.
Yes.
So I'm really in the need of a win here.
And I consider season 6 to be a bit of an asterisk, but that's just me.
Because I fooled you
Because
and
you mind tricked me. No, that's fine. No,
Okay.
yeah. So yeah, season 9 draft, 16 new people.
Crazy.
Game starts in just a couple of days, where eventually it will whittle down to 1. And yeah, so let's get picking and kind of introduce these.
You have the first pick.
people. I do have the first pick. I was considering if I want it, because there's a couple of people that I feel very confidently in. And I was considering asking to get picks 2 and 3 as well, or not as well.
Instead,
Instead,
switch?
there you go. Yeah, but I don't think I'm going to. I'm going to keep pick
do you
1.
get to choose?
I think so,
Okay.
but I think traditionally you just.
I think it should always be.
Also, wait. How about this? Also, because Snake, I've realized is stupid. Can it be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? That just makes more sense. I feel like.
We still get left. You still have to get left.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16. Yeah,
If you want to, that's fine.
I think that makes more sense.
Okay.
So with that being said, I get the first pick. There's a couple of people that I think are some good picks here. However, I think you also really like this person.
I also have no clue what I'm gonna do. I don't know if you have a plan or not.
You say I don't have.
I never have a plan.
I don't have a strict plan, but like I know, like I feel like we talked about this person being good. This person was high on our like interview ranking list if they weren't at the top. So I feel pretty confidently. I feel like they're a pretty cookie cutter first pick. Generally, like always will do well in this game. Just based off of their personality. I'm gonna go with my first pick, Eliav.
Okay. Fair enough.
Um,
That's a good first pick. I don't know if I would have picked him like right away. So wait, hold on.
I feel like Eliav, at least in like the messages in the preseason, has
Yeah.
always responded very quickly, which is a huge plus for me. Knows the game, has a couple of connections on the cast, which like definitely won't hurt. Very friendly, liked his video, he sent it in. So that's kind of just my general
Okay.
take, nothing more specific.
I know I'm excited
other-
for him. I think
Other
he
than
could
that,
do
but
well.
like I think I get positive vibes. Plus we sit the same,
Yeah, I feel like you give the same vibes off, and you traditionally do well. in
and
games,
I am the best at games.
Mhm,
So
sure.
yeah.
Okay.
this is alrighty. So now
So obviously we started this with our friends, and over the years it's become like we pretty much don't know anybody who we cast. We cast like all offline basically, except this season, I personally know 2 people, and I feel like if I didn't pick one of them first, like I feel like I have to. So I don't know if this will be found out or not, but Camilo is my direct roommate. Was my direct roommate in at BC this year. I know he will do well, but I know he's scared too. So I think he just needs to come out of his shell a little bit and connect to people. I think he's really personable, so people will want to make connections with him, and I think he'll jump on that. I don't think he's going to be the one right away to be chatting with people, but I think people will start chatting with him, and I think that will like he'll catch on to that and he'll start chatting with people more. He says he's going to be the first one out, but I don't see that happening. So I have to, because he's one of my best friends, I had to pick Camilo.
there you go, second pick. I did not
Sorry,
use that
Aaron.
philosophy for Jordana or Caroline when they played, but that's
Yeah,
okay.
We kind of did. Well, actually,
No,
Jordana,
Jordana,
yeah.
Jordana,
we
don't slander
brought her
Jordana
back.
like that.
Notice how you did not say don't slander Caroline.
Love you, Caroline.
Me too.
Awesome. Yeah, no, I think Camilo was a good pick. Kind of same thing of what you said about Eliav. I don't think I would have taken him first for me, but he was definitely like in the, I think upper half. Of
I would
people that
never hear
was
the end of it
considering.
if I didn't. pick him
Exactly.
first. So,
Like that's what I feel like you had to. Awesome. Now you do in fact
Oh, I get another one.
Get your second pick right now.
Okay, Aaron, I love you, but I'm not gonna pick you. I haven't even like looked through who. Okay. Okay. I feel this is the season for another girl to win. It's been 2 seasons since a girl has won. This girl was one of my favorite interviews this season, if not like one of my favorite interviews of all time. She was so much fun to talk to. She has connections to past players, which is very exciting. And I know she's the type of person, like her activities in high school, I know will translate so well to Big Brother. I think Molly Murphy will do so well, so I have to pick Molly Murphy.
All righty, Molly Murphy. There you have it. Molly was another one that is on the upper half of my board. However, one thing that I think might run into a problem for Molly, and Molly knows this as well, which is good, is I have a feeling Molly's going to be here to stir the pot. I don't think Molly doesn't give me silent strategic player. Molly gives me
out loud.
Out loud.
She gives me Olivia Wick.
Yeah, it is giving Olivia Wick. It really is giving Olivia Wick.
I have a good feeling about her.
You know what? It's great.
Which she almost won the entire game.
Exactly.
One competition away.
So I'm very excited to see Molly Murphy play. I was getting nervous in your introduction to Molly that you were talking about somebody else who I am going to be picking now. This person was someone that I, even before their interview, was very, very excited for. And then their interview definitely even just like solidified that even further. They're so much fun. I think this person has a lot of game knowledge, more connections, responds even just as much, if not more than Eliav. It's so nice. I am so, so excited. And I have really, really, really high hopes and good vibes for Amina. So I'm going to be taking.
That's definitely
Amina
a good pick.
here.
I would have picked her. She would have been one of my next picks.
I just feel, I don't know. These were Eliav and Amina were like the two people that I was feeling.
She's going to be like the friendly face that everybody's going to want to like work with.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. Any thoughts there?
Yeah, I think that was definitely a good pick. I could definitely see her towards the end. I don't know, I just from like talking to her, I think she's going to do really well. I don't know if I see her winning the whole game though. So that's just what I think. I don't know, like, if she has that cutthroat capability, but then again, you don't necessarily need that. So I don't know. We'll see. Very exciting.
Alrighty. It is now back to you because we're doing just one pick at a time now.
Okay. Okay. Back to the girls. Okay. So now I have to pick her. Erin Pender, let me tell you.
Okay. I was gonna steal Erin next.
Let me tell you, at school she is one of the friendliest she's also one of my best friends at BC. One of the friendliest faces that I know. Says hi to everybody all the time. Knows everybody. Everybody knows Erin Pender. She also thinks that she's gonna be the first one out, but like I don't like.
First of all, like everyone does though.
Yeah.
Like everyone that doesn't know these games, it's like, oh, I'm gonna lose.
First of all, in 8 seasons, a guy has went home first every time. So I'm wondering if we'll continue that trend or not, which is very interesting. I think Erin, if she puts the effort into it, will do really, really well. I could obviously see her and Camila working together. But they both talked to me about like potentially turning on the other. So I don't know what's gonna happen. Very exciting. We could get like an Olivia Michael situation. I don't know. But I'm gonna pick Erin. Yes. Thoughts?
Yeah. I'll be honest, Erin would have been my next pick. I was kind of hoping and praying based off of what you said in the beginning. I thought you were gonna pick Erin first, and I was like, no. And then you didn't. I was like, okay, I have some time, and it clearly was not enough time.
I fooled you.
Well, I mean, I was gonna pick Eliav and Amina first picks anyway. But no, Erin is the person that, at least because with so many of these people, I think of the cast, I truly probably was only at the interview for maybe 3 of them, like 3 or 4 of them. I don't know that exactly.
And Erin didn't interview at all.
It was a small portion. So most of these casts, I hadn't had much interaction with before making their DR, like personally, and making people's DRs she was the one that I think stood out most to me. I was just like, oh, comfortable talking and joking. And granted, she
Yeah,
did already know
for
you,
sure. Yeah.
but like, even just like with like new people.
But she didn't know you. Yeah,
Exactly. I think like I think that stood out, and I think that's only going to help her. I don't know why I can't get out of my head. Or no, I'll use this comparison next because there's someone else that I was
Okay,
going to
go.
say it for. Okay. I do have a notes app just to like keep me on track. I know that's not. Okay. Who do I want to pick next?
So you have buttons.
Yeah, but like only in like a general sense.
Only general sense of like making a list.
I don't have a list though. I have like groups of like, okay, here's what I really want. And then okay, so I
A
have
list of groups.
people left. Okay. I think this person is probably gonna go like a pick soon. This is another person that I feel like just naturally can talk to people. If anything, I think this person's interview stood out the most in terms of like neither of us knew this person and like hopped on the Zoom and immediately like first word said to us were as if we had been friends for years, which is awesome.
Literally have no clue who you're talking about.
This is another person that has connections to prior seasons, and generally this crowd of people has never failed to do well. Last season we saw Wick and Olivia. They were the same person. Last season we saw Wick and Michael. The season before that, Wick and Olivia. We saw Wick and Michael. We've seen Bella Privatera. We've seen Alex and like just like this whole wave of side of people. So I think they're gonna do well. I'm gonna go with Michael McNicholas.
Good choice.
I don't know why, and this is the only concern that I have. I can't stop comparing Michael and Dina for no reason other than they're like I don't know why I see them playing the same way, where I think he's gonna be a really like active player, but I don't know if he's gonna be able to. I don't know if he's gonna be like Dina, where he's not gonna be able to rein it in, and then we'll just like emerge with threat.
I could definitely see him like winning an early competition and.
You know what I mean? I also I don't know. I get Dina and Michael Selfridge vibes.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is exciting.
My pick.
So,
I wasn't gonna pick him sooner. Actually.
really?
Well, Dina went pre-jury.
Yeah, but Michael was really good.
Yeah, I do. I'd get Michael Selfridge vibes, probably because they have the same name
Maybe that's
and
it.
they're in the same clan. So.
Really, I'm surprised that you weren't gonna take him soon. I feel like he was
Mhm.
a really high prospect.
Okay. I know who my next pick is anyway. Season 8 draft. We thought Dalton was gonna be like flame out pre-jury, like way too bold, knows too much. But during the season, he really like knew how to rein it in. And at the end, like obviously it would have been tied right now if I had took a chance on him. So this season, I feel like I really need to take a chance. With someone who's I think is kind of similar. I was going through the same mindset where I was like, oh, they're too bold. Like they're gonna like talk too much and get themselves evicted. But to be fair, like Tony did that too. So like, I don't really know which side to go with here. But this person has repeatedly said like how excited they are for the game. They've been waiting for like the next message we're gonna send about the game and the preseason.
Yeah. I know who you're thinking.
And I hope they do me proud. I'm gonna pick Leo.
That's
Cal.
not a person on the cast.
Cal.
There you go.
Leo / Cal.
Awesome.
I was like, why does this key say Cal? I was like, wait, there was a name change.
Yes, no, I think again what you said. I think they're gonna do really, really well. Cal was in my next group of people to pick. Exactly what you said. They've been really on top of playing and things. The only concern that I have is their age. And I just feel like, I mean, they're 16. They're on definitely the younger end of the spectrum here in terms of
Agreed.
age here. And typically, I feel like we've seen that kind of be not ostracizing, but like people won't take them as seriously, and like it's easier for them to cut them. However, I think if anyone can overcome that, it is someone like Cal.
I hope that they're like more of like a Dalton than a Tony. That's all I'll say about that.
I hope they're more of a Dalton than a Decked.
Oh yeah. Sorry, Decked, but not
Sorry,
sorry, actually.
But yeah, not sorry. Find out. Cool. Okay. Next pick for me. Couple of people in mind. I've got two people that I want to pick.
You can only pick one.
I know. Thank you. One of them I feel like you could take very soon, and one of them I feel like is not someone that you would take soon. But then again, like I don't know who you would take soon out of the people that are
I
left.
literally have not. I do not. Have a next
Exactly.
pick,
Like I
so-
really don't know. You know what? You took kind of the risky pick with Cal. I'm gonna go risky pick as well. This person has also been very reaching out, very excited to play, has made that very known. This person has only grown on me since
was gonna
her
pick her
interview. I figured you would. I'm very excited. The only thing that I'm worried about is because in her intro video, she has said how big of a fan she is. And we have seen that be a death sentence for a couple of people.
Hashtag Hiawatha.
Hashtag Hiawatha, hashtag Drew. In fact, the last two, and hashtag Henry as well. Granted, there were other factors at play. But even so, like the last 3 times when someone has said that they're a huge fan of their intro video, they've gone home first. However, I'm hoping if they can like really just like get past that first week, that they'll be in a good place. So I'm gonna pick Kalani.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I think that's a really strong pick. She's also really young. I think she just turned 16.
Kalani is also really young, which is, I know, I just went back on my
But
prior
you know what, like-
thoughts, but like, yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm
I'm
feeling
excited
good.
for her.
It's a bit of a risk it for the biscuit type
Yeah.
pick, but I think again she could go early,
She has a
but
lot
she
of
also
experience,
she
too.
has the chops to win. I
Yeah.
feel like.
Okay, agreed.
Okay, I'm interested to see who you pick next. There's someone that I really want that I just hope you don't take next.
I have 2, but I'm trying to think of who. I like all of these people. This like rarely ever happens.
I'm very interested as you're gonna pick next. I mean, I have a backup, of course, but like
Okay, I'm
I'd be
gonna go.
really interested to see if you.
I'm locking
get
in
who
this
I'm
person.
gonna get.
Okay, I'm trying to think of how to say it without like saying it. Well, okay, so I'll just come out and say we didn't cast this person last season because I thought he was really similar to a lot of the people that we had cast, i.e. Rocky, i.e. Dalton. And Rocky and Dalton finished 4th and 1st. So if he's anything like either of these 2 people, he goes really far. From what I remember in his interview from October, November, whatever, I think he was really, really good. And I'm excited to see how he does this season. If he takes like the same kind of calculatedness as Dalton and the same like social and competitive game as Rocky, he could go all the way. So I'm picking Hunter.
Very solid pick.
Is that your next pick?
Hunter was not my next pick. Hunter probably would have been in my next 2 though. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, Hunter was so close. Was an alternate for season 8.
Mhm.
And exactly what Steven just said. There were so many people that we thought were just so similar. But I'm really excited to see what Hunter's gonna do this time. He's been very especially like in like the pre-casting process, just like it's rare that I feel like we see someone who gets cut come back to be just like
Yeah.
like I still really want to play. There's been a couple of people, some more people that have yet to be picked. So yeah, we shall see. I have very high hopes. I'm very excited for Hunter. Okay,
Oh yeah.
my pick is still on the board. Similar to Kalani being kind of a risky pick, I feel like this is also kind of a risky pick, but for a completely different reason. Whereas because I feel like we've heard a lot from Kalani in terms of how excited she is, how big of a fan she is. I feel like we haven't heard a lot from this person. However, I don't know why.
I know it is, I think.
I don't think you do. The vibes are just there. And I just kind of have to trust in my gut that the vibes are what they are. And it's good. Who do you think I'm picking?
I think, well, I was originally thinking Grace, but now I think it's going to be Haley.
It is Grace.
Okay.
Yeah, it is Grace. I don't know what it is. I feel like we've gotten a lot of good recommendations for Grace. Her interview was great. And I think the only reason I've kind
She
of
had never seen Big Brother before and then watched a full season because she was applying.
exactly. Like I
crazy.
think she's very. The only reason why like I haven't picked her sooner is because we just haven't heard from her in her DRs
Yeah.
much. Which granted, there's a lot of people in this cast that we just haven't heard from yet. So I'm
And that rarely translates to like.
exactly rarely translates. So, I think Grace could be a really not even a dark horse. Like what might seem like a dark horse before the season in terms of like we just don't know. I'm talking to my computer, so if it ever looks like I'm just talking out into space, that's what it is.
I'm looking at the wrong one. Okay.
I know, but yeah, that's my pick is Grace, and I'm very, very pleased with my team so far. These are the 5 plus a couple others that you picked.
Okay. How many people are left? 4, 5,
6.
6.
We've got
Two,
John,
okay.
Haley, Monet, Charles, Cade, and Natalie.
Okay. First of all, I love all 6 of these people. Like, usually I'll say that, but like we don't really love all 6 people.
Well, it was the same thing with season 8. Like I went back to season 8, and like the last pick was I think Julia,
Yeah.
who like we both adored.
Yeah.
Like
It
it
also
just
changes
kind of
so much of the season 2.
it's so happenstance of who.
And we also like don't know that like them that well yet,
Exactly.
so it's really hard.
I'm still talking to the wrong computer.
So it really ever happens where I'm like, I want all 6 of these people on my team, and like I feel like I would do well with all 6.
I would
of them.
happily take all 6 of the people.
But I have to look at which of these 6 has the capability to win the whole thing. Because if you have 2nd through 10th picks, like 2nd through 10th place, like it doesn't matter. The winner matters, which that's happened for. So, so I have to look and think who will win this game. Oh God, this is so hard.
Let's see who I like. What happened?
I'm between 2 people. Okay, I know who my pick is gonna be. This person has experience playing games, and I know that they do because I have firsthand seen them play before. And they went really far, and they did really well, and they are really personable, really social, but strategic when they need to be. Almost on season 6, but declining. So that is what worries me a little bit. But generally, I'm feeling like good vibes from Monet. So I'm going to take Monet.
Monet would have been my next pick as well. Yeah, kind of all of the same things that you just said. Monet is probably the person on this cast that I know the least about, just because she's someone else that we didn't directly interview this time around. But like we have been in contact with for past seasons.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that this is a case of right place, right time. Monet does great.
Agreed.
Yeah. Alrighty, my next pick.
I also told them not to come until 10, by the way.
You did?
Yeah. Well, I want to finish. We're almost over.
Okay. Interesting. 5 people left on the board. Again, this is such a case of like, it's like splitting hairs on things that probably won't matter in the end.
But it's so hard because all 16 people could do well. That's like
Yeah.
why we cast them.
Okay. Oh God, I'm stuck between 2 people. Oh God. Okay.
I'm hoping you take one of my people so I don't have to decide.
Okay. I'm stuck between 2 people, and I think no, I'm not gonna go back and check messages. That's way too deep diving. Okay. This person seems very cool, like their vibe, think they could do well, and this pick is not much more past that. I'm going with Charles.
Oh yeah, he was in my next.
Charles Ross Ripley.
was in my next two for sure.
I don't know how else to describe it other than just like vibes are there. Like, you know what I mean?
No, for sure.
I feel like Charles has just the capability to do well. It's just such a question mark for me because I just feel like we haven't talked to, or at least I haven't personally talked to Charles a lot. But then again, I haven't with like a lot of this. This is the cast that I feel like I've talked to the least before the season, which is very bizarre.
I will say a note on Charles that I was going to give is that his interview is a lot different, or was a lot different than the vibes that I'm getting from him through text and
Oh, interesting. Okay.
like his photos, for example. So I don't know. I'm like excited. I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing or a bad thing. It's just like something I want to say. Okay.
No, yeah, I'm excited for Charles. Alrighty, 4 people left.
Okay.
John, Haley, Kate, and Natalie. Who are you taking next?
I'm actually surprised that these are the last 4. I know my. Can I see the draft again? Okay. Okay. This person I also loved getting to know in the interview, which doesn't say much because I interviewed all 4 of these people. But was someone that I really enjoyed talking to, really enjoyed getting to know. Was funny throughout the entire time, was like randomly in his parents' closet.
Dang it. The other person I was deciding between.
Which like made me laugh, and he was just like personal and funny throughout the entire interview. And honestly, like you can pick up on this, you can like be taught the strategics, you can pick up on the strategics. Comp wins are like, most of them are like, it's not physical. Like most of them are just like, you either win or you don't.
I'm annoyed.
To have like charm and personability, like that can't be taught. So that's like the biggest factor when I go into picking these. It's like, who is good like at making relationships with people? Because those are the people that will like in the end do well. So I'm picking Cade as my next pick.
Okay.
Surprised he is still here, to be honest.
Cade was the person that I was deciding between Cade and Charles. The only reason I didn't is, and I don't know why, like I think this is like, I might even just like be making this up in my head. I don't know. I just don't I weirdly don't.
Let's be real. Maybe we should do be real.
Oh, sure. I oddly don't know who Cade would vibe with on this cast, which is such a dumb thing to not pick someone for because the game hasn't started yet. But oh well, I didn't pick Cade and I'm regretting it. But c'est la vie, that's life. Stephen got Cade. I think it's a great pick. I mean, Cade is one of, I think, our favorite interviews. I think, yeah, it's exactly what you said. I'm shocked that Cade wasn't picked yet. On to the final 3 here. Very, very interesting. Okay. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. So true.
Can't flip the screen.
Okay. So true. Okay.
Sorry.
So true. Okay. I think this next person I'm gonna pick for a couple of reasons. As soon as I say this is gonna be clear who I'm picking. This is another person that has applied in the past. And just through different circumstances. I think this person applied for season, was it season 8 or what? It was season 8. Okay. Kind of
It was from Nora.
Oh, duh. But yes, the fact that he has come back and applied again,
Yeah.
and I think has still shown like positive interest is good. And I'm very happy that he's on the cast this time and we were able to finally like work it out. Is good and I get good vibes. So I'm gonna pick John.
Cool. Yeah, I think he's a good pick. All of these people I could see going far. So, yes. Good pick, John. Yes. Okay.
Good pick, John. Yes.
I feel like I don't have much else to say. But yeah, I mean, that's true. Like, very, very few people get cut and then like apply again. And,
Apply again and follow through all the way
Yeah.
to getting on. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
and that we like. Anyway. Nice sniffle there.
Right.
Anyway. Okay, these last 2 girls, are like, I am so happy, not happy. I'm so, well, first surprised that these are the last two left, but also like they're both good, I think.
Oh,
That's what
for
I'm
sure.
trying to say.
Oh, for sure.
And it's really tough. So I'll basically give you the rundown of my thoughts for both of them. Natalie, loved in her interview. She was so much fun. Um, from her pictures, we know she's like sporty, which can be like relatable to a lot of people, which is really good for her. Haley, I think, apparently has been like ever during like even during season 8, like was in class with the Big Brother Wiki up, and she would like watch Tess and then like previously Nora play, which is really exciting, and that like really shows that she wants to be here. The only downfall from her was that like she was a little delayed with getting her pictures in, which like worries me a little bit of like how hard she's gonna like push and play a little bit. But also that could just be like finishing up school, like super busy. It's not even like during the season yet. So like obviously that's not like a huge factor. But it's a really I'm honestly like torn because this could be like literally the win or not the win right here.
That is how picking people works.
Yeah. Shoot. I'm gonna go, and Natalie I think has past game experience too. Didn't Rocky recommend her?
I truthfully have no
I
idea.
think Rocky recommended her. This is so tough. Okay, I'm gonna go with Natalie. Dang, that's tough.
That's what I was assuming. I think this is no slack against Haley. I think I also would have picked Natalie. And again, it is just kind of it's vibes. In fact, so I think literally, and this is on me, the only reason that I hadn't picked Natalie yet is because I think she is the sole person on this cast that I have like actually had zero interaction with, and I truly do not know. Because I unfortunately haven't watched Natalie's interview yet.
Even though you said you did, you lied to me.
I did. You don't have to talk about that.
You said I already watched the interview, and I said
it.
I haven't uploaded it yet. So how did you watch it?
And then I said, oh no. So I think that was the only thing holding me back from picking Natalie, but I'm very excited to see what she does. Natalie's Haley on my team, and I am really excited for Haley. We've heard a lot of good things. Exactly what Steven said. Haley knows and is friends with Nora and Tess. And
by association, John too.
I was gonna say, in theory, could know John. So could also be a positive, like thing, for Haley. I do also get the sense that Haley would be a gamer in terms of like strategy. I don't know why I get those vibes.
I think it's her picture.
Is it? Maybe. It's literally the only thing holding me back. It's just because we've heard so little from her. And that is the only reason why. Based off of interactions, I feel like she's gonna play more like Tess rather than Nora. Whereas right after the interview, I probably would have said the opposite.
To be fair, Nora did hop on her initial interview in a car with wind blowing through her phone,
Really?
saying, "Hi, can we do this another time?" And I was like, "Oh, okay, sure." Yeah, that's the lure with Nora.
I didn't even know that. Did not even know that.
And then we had a second interview.
So yeah, but on the whole, I am so glad to have Haley. I'm so glad to have this cast. I think this is a very exciting cast.
So yeah, it is Tuesday, May 17th, 2022. We start on Friday, the 20th. I'm really happy with my team, but your team also looks really good. So
there's truthfully, these last two seasons, I feel like our teams have been very, very split down the middle. I've been very, very pleased with both of them. In fact, I'd go as far to say, in addition to season 7, this is probably like the teams where I feel most split down, where I was like, I'd be happy if my team was your team.
Yeah.
So yeah, with that, the next time,
When will they be watching? It's the end of June.
um,
Probably this right after the finale.
probably, yeah, so June 20th.
So then we will be doing season 10 right after. Crazy.
Just crazy. Oh
Our
my
next
God.
draft is season 10. Crazy.
Next draft is season 10.
They won't know yet though, so,
Oh, so we shouldn't
so we
say.
shouldn't say. They're at this point they won't know. So
Well, what we can say is maybe we'll see some familiar faces from this draft on the next.
yeah, maybe we'll have
Who
some
knows?
repeat faces.
Who knows?
Well, we do know, but actually we don't know yet.
Well, we don't know who,
But we know that there will be.
but we know that there will be.
Um,
And with that, we've been for a while. I guess the next thing we'll be recording is probably week 1 rankings because
oh, I forgot we're recording this
video
again.
rankings
Crap.
is coming
Okay.
back,
Video rankings are coming back. Yeah.
which is very exciting. Sorry to the 6 through 8 casts.
Where we said no. Actually, we're
Um,
not gonna do this.
to be fair, you really have season 6 to blame. We filmed the first 2 and we said this is so boring.
We said, oh, this week was racist.
So that's why there is no video rankings.
Thank you, Henry.
Thank you. Thank you. Week 1 of season 6. Thank you for
And
that.
all of season 6, to be honest.
Well, no, it wasn't even. We got to like
Yeah.
week 6 of season 6. We were like, oh, I wish we had done these.
Yeah.
Too late now.
Oh, well. But we will be.
I
doing
think
it.
that about wraps it up.
Hopefully, we will like be able to do them and then like.
I think we
continue doing
will.
them.
I think we will.
I think it'll be good.
Hopefully.
So yeah,
It's about to be a
Okay.
wild summer.
I know I'm already really excited.
Alrighty.
Friday, I can't believe it. Okay,
That's all.
you'll be getting your keys soon. That's so exciting. Actually, the rules will be sent tomorrow, and the keys
Yeah.
are on Thursday. Okay.
Bye.
Okay. Goodbye. Sorry.